What's up, guys? Getting my day started today. So today's gonna be a little bit different. There's not a whole lot I can do with the bike right now, just because I wait for parts to come in, and I'm pretty much done everything I can without the parts. But we're gonna go look at the bike, do a little bit of cleanup work. I'm gonna explain some things, but just kind of getting my day started now, getting the kids ready. Go get me some food because I'm hungry. I'm a fat guy, I like my food. And just gonna get the day started. We'll see where things go. What's up, guys? We made it to the shop. Still haven't got me any damn food yet because my wife's kind of messing around, and her and her mom are doing whatever it is that they're doing. So hopefully I'll get some food soon. So if I'm a little cranky, it's alright. We're going to make it. So I'm super excited this week, and I'll tell you why. Because I've just been ecstatic since I got the bike started. I've been just going like full force trying to get everything that I need to get this thing back on the road. The thing about it is, I've already gone to the dealership and ordered the next round of parts. So I know I said I was going to get the rear sets first, and then we're going to get in the headlights. I still haven't figured out which rear sets I want, because I kind of go back and forth. I don't want to spend, $400 or $500 on something like the Woodcraft or the Graves, something like that. That's not what I'm looking for. And then at the same time, I don't really want something from eBay either. Let me preface that. I don't mind getting something from eBay, from China. I just gotta make sure it's the right one. And I think I might have narrowed that down, but I'm not sure yet. That's gonna be a later purchase. But what I did do is I went and I ordered a new upper triple tree clamp from Yamaha. So this piece here that's all scratched up, the ignition mounts into, that's actually gonna get replaced with a brand new one. And the reason I did that was because I'm kind of just... I don't like the way this is all scratched up. I want this to look better. And the controls, the clip-ons, I want to replace those. It's just I'm trying to find ones that aren't just a colossal pain in the ass to install. Like Vortex makes some really nice ones, but you've got to do drilling and a bunch of other shit with it too. That's not really what I want. So what I'm planning on doing is doing a little bit more research, see if I can find ones that will fit the OEM setup entirely, where I don't have to do a whole lot of fabrication. If I can't find it, I can't find it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. The main thing with this here is with the Vortex, the clip-ons don't cover this hole. So you've got this, you'll have this like silver eyesore here where this bolt would go. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to get the sleekest look that I can. But I'm super ecstatic that the damn thing runs. That's primary number one. Today what I'm going to do is, since I don't have any parts, the parts that I've ordered haven't come in yet, I'm just going to kind of do some cleanup work on the bike and kind of reroute some wires and stuff and see if I can make this look a little sleeker. Not a whole lot. It's going to be a fairly short video today. But I do want to kind of tell y'all what I did get ordered. I did get the upper triple tree clamp, like I said. I also got the bolt that we're missing for the gas cap. I got that part on order. And then down here, if you may see it, where my ignition coils are, right here, there should be a cover that covers this up. Right here, there should be a cover. And that was either missing or I lost it. Both are entirely plausible because I can't find them anywhere. So I just ordered two more. They're like $3 a piece. Wasn't a big deal. The problem is they're back ordered. I've noticed there's a lot of parts for the R3 that have been back ordered, but you know, it is what it is. So the other reason why I'm excited, on top of everything else, is I got a new job as a network administrator, and things are going to be so much easier money-wise now. I mean, it's at least 40% more than what I'm currently making, so we can really start to get some parts ordered, and I'm ecstatic about that. I've already got a whole long list of everything that I want to get. It's awesome. So I've already got the fairings picked out that I want, and well, I've got it narrowed down to 2 different fairings, and I'll post those up here in just a second. You'll see those. The first set is from a company called Nice Cycle. And I've talked to them, and it looks like the same ones that I've seen on eBay. They're from China. They guarantee OEM fitment, and everything's pre-drilled, so it may not be too bad. But just last night I was looking, and I found a company called Wicked Fairings, which I've heard of them before, but I did not know they made fairings for the R3. And they had a really nice set that I'm really leaning more towards, I think. And this is what they look like. So yeah, that looks awesome. So I'm really excited to put the fairings back on this thing. And then what I really want to do is, when I finally get everything put back together, is I want to take it down to the dealership, trailer it down there, have them detail it, inspect it, make sure I didn't screw anything up and it's safe to ride. And then I'll probably do a big bike reveal video. That's kind of what I'm feeling for it. The only thing I really haven't figured out what I'm going to do with yet is the headlights, because the OEM ones are kind of hard to find, and honestly they're so damn expensive. It almost makes more sense to get the cool looking ones with the halo projectors in them. And I know AC Productions has got a video on how to install those, which if you haven't checked out his channel, I'll link it in the description. That guy is awesome. He has helped me so much with his videos on this build. Cool guy. So, speaking of cool guys, I am going to be at the Moto America motorcycle races at Barber Motor Speedway in Talladega, Alabama on the 16th. And I've already talked to do it with Dan. Me and him have talked a little bit. He's going to be there. We're going to meet up. So you may see a little bit of him on the channel soon. Which, if you guys haven't watched Do It With Dan, which I can't imagine why you wouldn't have yet, guy's freaking awesome. I'll link his channel down in the description as well. Go check him out. He's pretty well known. I don't see how if you're in the motorcycle scene on YouTube, you don't know him. But super cool dude. Go check him out, and if you want to hang out with him and me, we'll be at Moto America. It's going to be pretty cool. So we'll see you there if you decide to show up. So now what I'm thinking about doing is I'm just going to kind of look at the bike, kind of figure out what we want to do with it for today, and start kind of maybe rerouting some wiring. One of the things I'd like to do today is I've kind of got my battery cables all over the place, and I really want to clean this up as much as I can, because it looks kind of awful. To be honest, it looks pretty trashed. Okay, so the first thing that I got done was kind of rerouting the wiring around the battery cable, kind of clean this up a little bit. Really wasn't a whole lot to it, to be honest. My battery cables I just kind of routed behind the fuel controller, and that cleaned up the majority of it. What I did find out though is I was trying to figure out where the screws for the seats are, and I don't think I have any. I think I remember now when I got the bike back that those bolts were gone. So how the fuck they were riding it, I have no idea. But you know, that's where we're at. The cool news is after a little bit of trial and error, is the ignition uses the same threading as the seat bolts. So I have some other seats, other bolts that would fit. So we're gonna try to put the seat on, just for the hell of it, to be honest. I've lost my butt pad. Seat. Now I don't know if I'm gonna keep this seat, just because I kind of want one of those nice gel ones. But you know, for the time being, I'm just gonna put this one on. Just, you know, because I can. So, found some of these bolts. I'm gonna kind of tighten them down. I hope the heads are big enough to hold it in place. I got the stream going on over there to keep me company today. And it looks like they bent this one a little bit, which is rather annoying. But, you know, it is what it is. Comes with the territory when you get your stuff stolen from you. Which aggravates the holy hell out of me. Alright, we're making some headway now. So now let me see if I can find a flathead screwdriver to tighten these down. I got a few tools over here. That's the cool thing about having this shop to work on. None of this stuff is mine. This all belongs to my family. It's my wife's grandfather. He was a woodworker. So I mean, he's got a wood lay over there, a drill press. He's got all kinds of stuff in here. Mostly none of the stuff that I actually need, unfortunately. So I actually had to bring mine over here, what little pitiful tools that I have, so I can get this done. But I'm eternally grateful for having somewhere to actually do this. So I'm tightening these bolts down. Trying to anyway. Alright. There you have it. I have somewhere to put my butt now. Personally, I'm tickled to death at the way that this bike is coming along. Now that I've actually got some traction, I'm actually able to do some stuff with it. It has been an absolute blast. I have had so much fun doing this. And, I mean, most people would just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to scrap it and start over. And, I mean, honestly, that was my first thought, because I was so disheartened when I saw the condition that my bike was in, and I hated it. Oh, hated it so bad. But once I got it tore apart and I got to thinking about it, and my wife really encouraged me to, was just rebuild it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Nobody would do that. I'm going to rebuild it. I'm going to make a video series for you guys and for the rest of the world to know somebody who has absolutely no technical experience can do their own work, even at this magnitude. And I mean, it has been a learning experience. There's so much that goes on behind the camera that y'all don't see. Is the hours of research trying to find parts, what to order, what not to order, where to order, or where can I get the best price for what I'm looking for, and how does this work? How does this go together? And some of it's just guessing. Like the ignition wires going into the ignition coil. I could not remember how this went back in, but the great thing about this bike in particular is if you kind of look at it, it's very logically put together. And with it being so logically put together, it makes it really easy to work on. Surprisingly, I have not had nearly as much trouble as I thought I would. And I'm happy about that. So now I get to sit on my bike for the first time since I got it back. Aside from the very brief time that I sat on it when I was moving it over here. It made me so sad. So I mean, here I am. Ugh. Yes! This is awesome. Technically, I could ride this bike just like it sits. I could turn the key on. That makes me so happy. You have no idea how happy that makes me. I can technically take this bike out right now and go ride. But I'm not going to, because there's a lot of things in here that I may not be seeing. Like I said, I'm no mechanic. Whew, man, carbon monoxide poisoning. Good for the lungs. Anyway, my rear sets or my controls are bent up. I may just end up replacing the shifter peg and the brake pedal. I don't know if I can just replace those, because those are really the only things that are messed up on the rear sets. I may just find some OEM ones, replace them for now, then later on down the road I may get something different. So guys, I was sitting here about to start cleaning up the wiring a little bit. I got some of the little pull tabs that go into the frame. It's really hard to see because it's kind of dark here. The lighting sucks. But I got some of this done. I got thinking about it. Hey, I've still got my rear seat lock that I have not replaced. But the cool thing is I do have a new one. So why don't we go ahead and put that in. Alright, so this seems like it's going to be a pretty straightforward install. Just got to pop this little section out. So you've got a cable that runs to the actual lock, and it hooks into this to keep it from going anywhere. Question is if we can get it out of that. Yep, comes right out. Alright, so we're gonna swing it around here. And very carefully extract it. Alright, that's all there's to it. It's out. So that's good for. Alright, so now we're going to do the same thing but in reverse. Pop that in there. Twist it around. That was... I shouldn't have threw that.
Dumbass!
Yeah, but I needed that. That was a premature throw. So, gotta take this out. So, this piece comes off. This piece is the part I throw. There we go. Alright, so now, gotta put this kind of back on here. Very carefully. I believe it goes like so. Alright, that's on. The new seat lock has been installed. And we'll just throw a quick test in here. Grab my key. I'm looking and it looks like it does release, so we are golden. That's pretty much going to be it for today. It's been a couple hours, maybe most. I haven't been in here very long. Just kind of fooling around with it, just enjoying it, listening to it run. But yeah, there's some exciting stuff coming. I'm hoping to be able to get the fairings and the headlights this month, and that'll be really big. If I don't get the fairings, that may have to wait until October. But I'm definitely going to get the headlights. And if I don't get the fairings, I'll get the rear sets fixed, and the shifter and the brake pedal fixed. If that doesn't cost me a ton, I may go ahead and order the rear light, the brake light, the integrated brake light. I'm probably going to go TST Industries on that. I may just go ahead and buy their big package that comes with the exhaust. It comes with the turn signals. It comes with all kinds of stuff. I may just do that. I don't know. I'm going to order a lot of stuff from TST Industries. I really like that company. They're a cool company. Super helpful. And my personal opinion, they have some of the best looking flush mount turn signals for the R3 out there. Especially their GT Halos, which is probably the route I'm going to go on this one. I had their standard flush mounts before, and that was only because they didn't have the Halos available. But yeah, I'll start piecing it back together, and as we find that we need parts, we'll have to order miscellaneous things here and there. But I got a feeling within the next 6 months we should be completely finished with it. We could just rock on. So cool, y'all have a good day, and if y'all have any questions, be sure to leave me a comment, like, subscribe, head on over to the Facebook page. I'm trying to make this as much of a community build as anything, so if you have thoughts or suggestions on the direction of the bike, by all means, suggest them. I'm just kind of winging it here, so if you have a cool suggestion that I like, we may do that. And I don't know, we'll just have to see. It'll be something different. But cool, y'all have a good week.